Friends, my name is Muhammad Arshad, and in our last video we learned about how we can add schemas in our existing workspace, or how we can create new schemas in our existing workspace. And in today's lecture we will see how we can create a page within our existing application. So let's start. First of all, you need to open your browser and go to your Apex, and then you need to provide the password. This is our workspace. Go to App Builder, and here we have all the applications we created. So I am selecting Codecamp Learning, and here I have created my first page. I am selecting my page, uh, which I want to design. So this is our page designer. Basically, you can see this is the leftmost. This area is called left pane, and this one is right pane, and this is our central pane. And at the bottom we can see we have a gallery means components which you want to draw in your page. For example, you want to draw regions, all the regions. You can select any from provided regions. Then we have items. You can place all these items on your page. And then we have buttons which can be used in your page. So let's start to design it. First of all, you need to select your page, then body, and right click on it and select create region. Here you can see we have three options. You can create region, you can create a page item. Actually, item means text field, checkbox, radio button, calendar. All these things are called items in Oracle Apex. Then we have option to create a button. So I am creating a region in which I will place my all components, all items. So you can here you can see rightmost pane is actually is a properties pane of the component you have selected in our leftmost pane. So the pane leftmost pane shows you your page components, and rightmost pane shows you properties of the selected component. And in our center most part you can see the component. Okay, now you can change title of the region, COUNTRIES, countries information. And then we have type of the content. A lot of options available. Right now we are going to design a simple static content. So let's place our first items over here. Let's suppose we go to our object browser. Okay, before you leave you must save your page. Click on save and then move to object browser. So select the schema HR, and here we have our first table, which is countries. Let's suppose we want to design a form for the countries table. In countries tables you can see we have only three columns. country ID, country name, and region of the country. So let's move to your app builder, select your app and select your page. And as we know, we have only three items. Click on your region and create a page item. You can create page item by right click on the region, or you can drag and drop items from your gallery. So let's create first text field and drag and drop in your region body and place it here. So this is our first item in our region. So name, this is p2 underscore new is the name of the item. Change it to and p2 actually is stands for page number 2. Country ID, and this is a label for the text field. uh, you can change it. I am keeping it the same. So country ID, okay, I think so, country or co country ID. So this is our first text field. Now I want to place the second text field. You have option for duplicate. Right click and click on duplicate. This is our second option, and this is country name. Okay, and here you need to change country name. And then we have a third option, which is country region ID. So create page item. You can create page item by clicking on create page item. So this is our third page item, and name it to region underscore ID. Okay, so this is our first page, and now we want a button, so that whenever user click on button, our new country will be created. So we have multiple options. We can create a button with icon only, with text only, with text and icon only. A lot of options available over here. So click drag and drop. Okay, this is a new row. Okay, so name of the button is submit or save, or you can name it add. And then we have label add new country present. Okay, here we have option to save and run. Click on it, and here we have user Marshad and password. So this is our first form. Here we have three text fields and one button. So if we want country ID, country name, and region ID must be displayed in the same row, then we need to do some changes. So go to your page designer, press Control and select country name and region ID. Then here we have a option in properties pane start new row. We don't want to start new row for country ID and region ID. So uncheck and save and refresh your page. So you can see three text fields are in a same line, and add new country button is at the bottom of three text fields. Now we don't want to display label like this. Country ID is above and text of the country is below of the label. So if you want to change, select, press Control and select three items. Selected items are in green color, and go to your properties pane, and here we have a template. So mark this template as optional, save and refresh your page. So here you can see country ID, country name, or region ID, and add new country button. So you can play with the template options. There are a lot of options for the items. So this is our first page. Now one thing which is region ID. I don't want to show this region ID as a text field. I want to show it as a list of values or LOV. So here we have two concepts. If you think your LOV is your LOV will be used within the same page, other pages don't need to use it, then you can convert this region ID into a select list like this. Go to your region ID, and here you can change type of the text field, which is select list. Okay, select list. Then you will see a red color for the region ID. It means there are some errors, and when you move to down you will see list of values and type. Here we have four options. Shared components means to say this list of values is coming from the shared components, or you want to provide a query over here, or you want to provide static values for this LOV. So as we have a table, so first of all I am using static values. Let's suppose I want to show static values, then we have to provide static values. Static value 1 is Pakistan, and when user selects on Pakistan, then value will be saved in database will be P, and the second option for the country is India, and value is I. Okay, save and refresh your page. So here you can see a region ID with null value is displayed in the when page loads, and then we have India and Pakistan. But if you don't want to show null values and want first value must be selected when page loads, then uncheck it, save it, and reload your page. So here you can say India is first item which is selected by default. Now uh, move to your select list, select region ID, and now we will change it from static values to SQL queries. Go to SQL and new SQL query editor and type here select region underscore name and then region underscore ID from regions. Validate your query, clicking on this. Validation successfully. Okay. Now run your application again. Password, enter. So it is showing all the regions. Okay, it is still showing in this and new. Okay, save. So in this way we have seen that our LOVs can be SQL queries. Now there is another option uh, which is shared components. So whenever you want your LOVs can be used within other pages. So the best practice is to create your LOV in shared components. So go to your application and here we have shared components and here we have a list of values. Okay, and here we need to create a new list of values from scratch as copy of an existing list of values. You can select already created LOV or list of values for creating your list of values, but I am going with from scratch. Click next. Name of the LOV. Name of the LOV is origins underscore LOV and it's your shared components LOV may be based on static values or on dynamic values. So type of the LOV is dynamic. Next, and here we need to provide data source for your list of values. Source type is based on table, query, or function returning your SQL. So I am not using table, I am using query. So paste your query over here, validate, okay. Next, and return column region ID, display column region name. So values in database are region IDs and we display column name over region name in the LOV create. Okay, it is created. Now go to your app builder, your app, and then page 2, and then we have region ID. Select your region ID and then go to list of values, and here we have shared components. So when we click on shared components, our already entered query will be finished vanished, and then we need to select list of values, and here you can see regions LOV. So select this LOVs, display null values, and this one uncheck. Run your page, and here you can see your values are coming from shared LOV. So now we need some more description about this page designer. Here we have our rendering components, and then we have another option which is dynamic actions. On button click we call dynamic actions, yeah, or we can say button clicked options. And then we have processes, and then we have our shared components. So here you can see our already defined LOV region LOV. Similarly, on the right toolbar, you can move to any page. Here, click on this, and you will see all the pages available in your application. And by clicking on any page, you will be moved to that page. And here is a page locked and unlocked option. If you are working in an environment of more than 2 or 3 developers, and all the developers are working on the same page, then there is option to lock your page before you start working on that page, so that your development work will not be affected by others. And here we have another menu where we can create a new page from here, and we can create a page as a copy of other page. And then we can see page component, breadcrumb region, shared components. We can move to share components from here as well. And then we have other tool, which is if you want to delete opened page, you can click on it to delete your page. And you can also check the history of your page. Similarly, this is the same option as shown over here, leftmost pane, to see the shared components. Then we have a save option, and then we have a play option which saves and run your page to see in your browser. So that's it for today. Thank you so much.